Now, before you head to the big Super Bowl parties to watch the Seahawks and Patriots, the fundraising event Super Bowl is coming to New Mexico this weekend. Your chance to enjoy soup and dessert from more than 40 local restaurants, all while benefiting the Roadrunner Food Bank. Here with more on the Super Bowl and what you can expect are Sonia Warwick. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
And Mike von Blomberg. I want to say Bloom. I want to add an extra O. Thank you guys so much for joining us. First of all, you're going to be whipping up some soup for us. We're going to get to that in a second. But first, tell me about the Super Bowl. What does it entail?
So this is the 22nd year that we've hosted this event, and it's a fundraising event, as you've said before, for Roadrunner Food Bank. We have wonderful restaurants and chefs like Mike who come and actually prepare soup and dessert for guests to enjoy.
How many different types of soups does the event actually offer?
Roughly 30, and then we also have some restaurants that serve just dessert. So as you sample your soup, you do that, and then you go and you sample your dessert.
Yeah.
So we are excited to have about 35 to 40 restaurants join us this year.
How does it work? Do you kind of pay one fee and then you go in? And...
Yes. So tickets are still on sale for $40 for adults, and for children under 12, they're $10. And you can purchase them on our website through tomorrow, right at the Food Bank's website, or you can call 349-8921.
Okay, so you pay the fee and then you go there, and what happens once you're inside the event?
So once you're inside, it's basically you can mill around, you can sample soup and dessert from whichever restaurant you want to stop in at.
That's great.
Yeah, there's no set sort of instructions on where you have to start and where you have to end. You can pick a place and begin there.
You know, and that's perfect, because sometimes you go to a restaurant and you're thinking, I don't know if I want to try this soup. But here you can try them, and then you know later on, I want to go back to that restaurant.
Most definitely.
That's a great idea. So you mentioned dozens of different types of soups. What soup are you making for us this morning?
I'm making classic French onion soup.
Okay.
So we're starting with sliced caramelized onions.
Okay.
I kind of did a little prep work here.
Right. TV magic, we caramelized it already.
And then we're doing a fortified veal stock that we're going to add to that with some herbs.
And it smells delicious.
Oh, my
We
goodness.
do this veal stock in the restaurant. It takes about 48 hours to go through. We roast the bones and then we simmer it slowly in a big, large cauldron. And then you get this really strong flavored beef stock, if you will.
So how many ingredients actually go into this classic soup?
So you've got several different herbs, garlic, onions, and then the fortified veal stock, and then salt, pepper.
So it's fairly simple.
Pretty simple.
I mean, if you know how to do it.
You can make this at home. And then, of course, what finishes it off that makes it very classic is your crostinis or your bread on this finished one here, topped with some Gruyere cheese or Swiss cheese, whatever makes it easier for you.
Yeah. And you serve this at the restaurant
We do.
that you're a part of. And tell me about your restaurant.
So Ranchers Club in New Mexico, inside the Crown Plaza in Albuquerque, we do French onion soup. We have lobster bisque on a daily basis, and then we do a soup of the day every single day.
Are you guys going to be featuring this at the Super Bowl?
We're doing a different soup for the soup of the day at the event. It's going to be chimayo pork chowder with bacon and apple chutney. So if you stay tuned with us, you'll see a little glimpse of that as well.
You're going to have that later in the next hour.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That sounds delicious, actually. Okay, so in addition to this soup, you know, people get to go try everything they could possibly think of when it comes to soup. How does the Roadrunner Food Bank benefit from this event?
So obviously all of the ticket sales that come in the door, all of our sponsors that we raise funds for, really help us in solving hunger across the state of New Mexico.
And it's a big problem here.
It is.
Unfortunately.
You know, we tend to have a huge poverty problem here in the state, and with poverty comes hunger. And so roughly we serve about 70,000 hungry New Mexicans every week. About 30% to 40% are kids.
Okay. Okay. And you mentioned again it's $40 for
$40 for adults and $10 for children under 12. And tickets will be available at the door for $45 the day of the event.
And that's not bad at all, but you could get it in advance, correct?
You sure can. So
and how do you do that?
So you can actually purchase them on our website at rrfb.org, or you can call us at 349-8921, and we'll leave them aside for you in our will call area.
And what's the response been so far with the Super Bowl?
Fantastic. Ticket sales are up this year, so we're excited. We do expect well over 1,000 people who will come to the event at some point between 11 and 2.
Okay.
And it's just a fun, family-friendly event where you can bring your kids. But what also is neat is people have the opportunity to pick their favorite soup. So they actually get to vote for their favorite dessert, for their favorite soup, for their favorite vegetarian soup.
And Mike's hoping that his is picked?
He was actually one of our top winners last year.
Oh, great. Congratulations for that.
Thank you.
Just so you know, it smells delicious. We're actually going to be eating some of this a little bit later on. Now, for more information on the Super Bowl, you can go to our website, krqe.com. Again, tickets already on sale.
Yes.
Click under KRQE links. You'll find information there. We'll be right back.